Hi, I was sitting here this morning looking at things that I could share that I wrote back in the late 80s, probably 89-ish. Um, and I thought it would be more fun to maybe read some of these because they were humorous little observations. They weren't really um, anything heavy. Um, so I'm going to read you this one that I wrote about golf. And it'll be obvious, my opinion, once you start listening. So here goes. Oh, great white dimpled one, I have come to you in search of answers. Pray tell me of your magical spell. What is it about you that causes men and women of various ages and statures to follow you relentlessly around winding courses over hill and dale, in and out of the woods, and even at times into the water? The dedicated golfer rarely succumbs to the elements. Through wind and hail, rain and snow, they vow to follow you. How do you command such a following when I have to threaten my husband with his life to get him to empty the trash? You're not particularly attractive. Perhaps this allows these followers the ability to hack at you, send you flying to who knows where, and at times curse you. You must bear the burden of being accused of not listening, ordered to instantly get legs somehow, in some cases a snorkel. But I suppose this is just part of the territory when you're the focal point of so many lives. It's beyond me. I've tried my hand at your game, but I've managed to resist being taken in by your spell. I have been known to hack away in the privacy of my backyard when no one was looking, but it was only in a moment of weakness. My main purpose for attempting the game at all has been twofold. One, to try to demystify this hold you have on my husband, father, and the many others in my life. And two, to allow some time to spend with the above-mentioned individuals. It wasn't long before I realized husband and wife partnerships on the course can easily lead to the threshold of divorce court. No one needs to coach me on my swing unless I ask for it. Thank you. For some reason, my husband seems to think just being my husband is reason enough to offer freely of all this unsolicited advice. Wrong. That part wasn't in the marriage vows I took. If golf isn't the source of our arguments, it's been the reason we get along. You have to see each other in order to argue, or communicate at all for that matter. My father must feel that the lack of his presence due to you, oh great white one, is of some benefit to his marriage, for he bought my husband a set of starter clubs, and I haven't seen him since. Since his induction to your following, he's become a student of the game. When he's not out on the course, he's at the driving range. When he's not at the driving range, he's on the pitching putting green. When he's not there, he's at home watching the PGA Tour on TV. When he's not doing that, he's reading his golf magazines. When he's not reading, he's out hacking away at his practice balls. And when he's not doing any of those golf-related things, he's at work, eating, or asleep, probably dreaming about golf. Just tonight, he was sitting at the dining room table cleaning his beloved clubs. He paused for a moment to say, I need to keep these grooves clean since it affects the trajectory of the ball. I nodded, as if I cared. I know better, though. It was just an excuse to fondle his clubs. He's been spending more and more time with them lately. He looked at me as he took the cover off of his putter. Don't you have something to do in the kitchen, dear? I think I hear Johnny calling for you. You see what I'm up against? Another woman I can compete with. But please, oh great white dimpled one, tell me a secret so I can cope with this. How can I capture my place in his heart? What do you do to keep him coming back in spite of flights to the sand trap and missed putts? What was that? I should change my grip and adjust my stance at address? I wonder if the course is crowded this time of day. Maybe I can squeeze in a quick 9 before dinner.